Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. It is early morning. We're leaving the town of Pipestone. I went and visited that national monument yesterday, which was just cool. But we're trucking north in this great state of Minnesota. Well, we're definitely doing back road small towns today. And this is part of the 2025 RVerTV, heck yeah, travel series. So let's get busy and let's get up here. I'm just going to travel along. We're going to do a little sightseeing. Going to spend the night up near Sauk Centre. And then from there tomorrow we're going to go all the way up to the headwaters of the Mississippi River. Farmland as far as you can see here. I have never really traveled up through Minnesota like this. Kind of crossed through on interstates before. But we're going to go right up through its heartland. There's a couple stops I found on the maps. Kind of marked out. I always look for historic sites or anything like that on Google before I start out on my adventure, so we'll see if we can find anything. Sun's up now. Now we got some good daylight. And it is hot and humid here. Not used to this humidity. Alright, we're getting close to our first stop. I found it on the maps, and I don't know if it's for real or not, but we're gonna check it out. It claims to be the world's oldest rock. Okay. How would you ever know that? But that's what the sign says, and we're going to stop and find out. All right. Here it is, somewhere in here. There's also, we're on the outskirts of Granite Falls, Minnesota. Ooh, I see a river. Looks like some people fishing. All right, there's a rock and a bell. I'd say it's like a little local park or something here. Wow, big old river. Big river. roaring through here. There's supposed to be some waterfalls. We'll cut through the town here. It's supposed to be waterfalls or something around. All right, I'm looking for the oldest rock. Sorry, I just have to chuckle a little. Henry Hill. Water power. Yeah, founded Granite Falls. So they had big mills here, used the water. You bet. Well, one thing Minnesota has, it's lakes, rivers, it's half water. Pretty heavy-duty winters, too, though. Gets super cold here. All right, I still want to find that oldest rock. Big mural on the side of this building. Very well done. I think here's our oldest rock. All right, get ready. This is history here. All right, let's see if I can add up all them zeros. 3.8 billion years ago, this rock was formed. Yeah, just like yesterday. I guess so. A geologist said so. World's oldest rock. Well, there you seen it first, right here. Pretty cool, really. Hey, got me to stop. Why not? I don't know if that's it or the rest of it. Oh, well. We got to see it anyway. Maybe this big one here. Okay, well, let's go find those waterfalls. We'll cut through town. This is Granite Falls, Minnesota. Just kind of following along here on the maps. Get down towards the downtown area. Everything's so green, trees are all leafed out. Not used to that. In Arizona, it's nothing but rock and cactus. Okay, that sign says make it right. And downtown should be right up here. Older buildings and homes. How'd you like to live here? Alright, shows I gotta make a left up here. There's the river. Ooh, I see a little parking place. Let's stop, I'll walk. Right here. Let's sneak in here. Former site of Granite Falls City Hall. Right along the waterway. Yeah, that's a heavy-duty river. That's a lot of water going through there. Wonder if it floods. Probably. Big snow melts and all that. You can get some pretty major weather. Even in the summer, big thunderstorms up in these areas. Pretty flowers. Now every rock I see, I'm gonna wonder how old it is. Goodness grief. All right. Waterfalls are a little ways away. I'm gonna find them. I just talked to that guy. He said go around to the other, across the bridge. Y'all see him. Cute little town. This is small town for sure. Small town Minnesota. Even the crosswalks are all painted up. Jimmy's Pizza right there. No wind today, but it's definitely heating up. They said temperatures in the 80s with the humidity will feel a little warmer. When I get up to that Sauk Centre, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm gonna lay over for the night up there. I need to catch up on a little bit of editing. I'm getting behind. So you guys can still keep seeing videos every week. All right, here's our bridge. I see him. All right. camera's not picking it up, but I see them off to the right. Cool beans. We're gonna stop. And looks like a little park or whatever right here too. This'll work. Look at all those birds, man. They are eating well. They are getting some fish. Wow. That's powerful water. I can only imagine when the water goes up. Looks like they got gates they can release. Yeah, this is pretty cool. They're generating power here too. I'm gonna zoom in with my phone on this. I know the GoPro's not picking it up. There is a lot of pelicans out there, man. They are eating well. They're right in the rapids too. I have never seen anything like this ever. They are right there. Them fish must be boiling over those rapids or that falls. This is cool. Come up here, I'll get another shot of them. Alright, well, that was neat. Gonna do some miles, though. I want to get on up to Sauk Centre. What a cool stop. Ever get a chance? This is Granite Falls, Minnesota. Check her out. A little pull out here. I gotta switch camera batteries. Take a break a minute. That was cool. Back there. Pretty neat. Alright, break time. A little bit of a view here. Not too many hills or mountains or anything. It's pretty flat, Minnesota is. Sure is green though. Another view of the water. Oh goodness. Witness to time. That is impossible to read. People have scratched graffiti on there. Well, it's pretty anyway. You know, when you think of Minnesota, there's settlers. It goes way back in history. Way, way back. All the people have been through here before us. All right, here we go. Gonna do a few miles, get on up towards that Sauk Centre. Then I'm gonna camp out for the night. We'll see what else we can find on the way up there though. All right, did a few miles, found this on the map, so we're gonna stop and see the world's largest crow statue right there. I need a break anyway. We're almost into the town of Belgrade. Now, isn't this cool? From the oldest rock to the largest crow, right here in beautiful state of Minnesota. Wow, look at all the flags. Take a little walk. Heck yeah. Belgrade Centennial Memorial. The crow weighs 3,000 pounds. The branch is 30 feet long. So it's Memorial Park with a big crow statue. Look at this. Now this is cool. Big memorial wall, benches. All the flags are flying. Very well done, Minnesota. Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW. Ladies Auxiliary. That is huge, isn't it? Crow statue. The world's largest crow statue. You're probably right. I've never seen one. There's a little building underneath it. Doors open. That's when they're constructing it. Cranes. That was a big, big deal. That's a lot of money making something this size. 1990. So it's been here a while. I'll be darned. Well, too cool for school. Yeah, we still got miles to do. Not too much farther. Isn't there a whiskey named Old Crow? I don't know. Okay. Back on the highway. Busy roads. It's a little hard to film. Pretty fast pace. I didn't record it, but I got detoured back a few miles. Took me about, a good 15 miles around a big loop. But hopefully we don't hit any more of those. This is the town of BELGRADE. Looks pretty small. Ooh, they got a cool little downtown district. Let me loop around here. We'll catch it with the camera on the van. Small town USA right here. Everybody knows everyone else, I bet. It's like a little outdoor market. A few clouds rolling in on me. I haven't checked the weather. I just want to loop around. We'll check the buildings and then keep going. This is what I spotted. Look at these old brick face buildings. Little businesses going. Just an old time town. Right in the heartland of Minnesota. Pretty neat, huh? Alright. Just had to be nosy a minute. Next stop, Sauk Centre. And here's my turn. There's a sign for it. Another farm truck. I've seen hundreds of them today. Hauling grain. Or whatever they haul. Alright, keep trucking north. We're getting way up in Minnesota. Made it. Welcome to Sauk Centre. I'm going to spend the night just outside of town here at an RV park. I called ahead, reserved the site. It's supposed to be a big lake park and real historic downtown. I thought we'd walk around, maybe check it out. Kind of a drive day, but so far we've seen the world's oldest rock, the world's largest crow statue, really cool waterfalls with all them birds eating fish. Man, them guys were going for it. So you just never know. You just gotta go out and explore. What could have just been a 160-mile trip turned into a little bit of an adventure, and it ain't over yet. Oh, here you go. Here's the downtown. Very cool. Old theater. All the shops. Let's see, let me check the phone here. Okay, we just got another block or so. Parks up here. I'll stop. We'll walk around. Get out of this van for a little bit. What's off to the left? A hotel and a bar. That's been around a while, huh? Oops. I wanted to turn there. Alright, we're taking a scenic route. First mistake all day. Let me run up here. I'm gonna grab some fuel, find a gas station, then we'll go back to that park. You want to see this end of town too, right? Hopefully there's a gas station. Yep, there's one. Do they have diesel? Yes. See, I planned this. This was not a mistake. I planned it the whole time. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, grab some fuel. We'll head back to that park. Was that quick enough? Yeah, these clouds, it's clouding over. You know, when I was coming into town, a couple drops actually hit the windshield. Didn't really rain, just a few raindrops. Guess you never know up here. Tomorrow, we'll be all the way up north at the headwaters of the Mississippi River, where the river starts. It's always been on the bucket list, and this year I'm doing it. It's kind of way up out of the way, too. There's a lot of miles to come up here. All right, I better pay attention. I should need to go right in here. Yep. I'll just park here and then we'll walk up into town. Big old mural flag with troops. That's cool. American Legion. Bet that's a popular place. When my dad was still alive, I used to be Sons of the Legion. I joined. Yep, there's another rock. Not as old as the one we found, though. Old buildings, huh? That's an old timer. Sauk Centre Co-op. Flower baskets hanging on the poles. Metal fire escape going up the back of the building. Here's that hotel. The Palmer House. Old bar in there or something. Probably been here forever. Well, here you go. Here's the downtown area. There's a park bench that looks like a book. I have never seen anything like that. That's neat. Well, looks like we're getting at the end of it here. I'll go back the other direction. Busy downtown. Summertime in Minnesota. Boutique. Looks like clothing, more flower pots. Like a florist there or something. There's that old movie theater we drove past. I'll go over here, see what we can find, and head back towards that park. That sign says Original Main Street. Maybe there's two of them. Oh, here you go. Here's some murals, paintings. Main Street mural, the story of a river and its people. Well, there you go. Wow, those are well done. Those aren't that old. Murals always amaze me, the size of them and the amount of detail they can put in them. Looks like settlers, farmers, military. They got their downtown in there. Cows, horses. Very well done. All right, well, check the park here. They do have a campground. I kind of looked at that, but I'd rather head on out to the RV park I chose. Another memorial for veterans. Beautiful flowers in it. Over here is another one of those benches that looks like a book. Isn't that cool? That is creative. The park bench. It looks like a book. Cool fountain. Neat little park. Big lake. Campground. I always gotta check the flowers. I always like the colors. A big old bumblebee. You could sure hear him. How you doing?
Not very good.
Oh no. The guy said no fish today. Wouldn't have any luck. Looks like a little stage. This is their outdoor events, probably. Nice mural inside there with a big keyboard. Heck yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna head out towards that RV park. I looked at the phone. I drove up the street here. They actually have a history museum, but guess what? It is closed today. Darn it. I was back there at that other park and I was looking at the phone. Well, we'll get a look at it from the outside. Another big mural. Now the clouds are breaking up a little bit. I bet I get rain down later today. Can sure feel it in the air. The air is heavy. It's full of moisture. All right, this RV park's about 6-7 miles out of town, heading north. Neat place, small town USA right here. Small town Minnesota. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for your newsletter, put one out once a month now. Also, we got articles, pictures, downloadable puzzles, all kinds of cool things on the newsletter. Make sure you sign up for it. Also got a merch shop. Got the Armchair Traveler Series mugs and hats and all that out. And the 2025 Heck Yeah Travel Series mugs and shirts are out as well too, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, exploring the back roads and small towns of the great state of Minnesota. Isn't this cool? Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Alright, this is going to be home for the night. I have lots of homes for the night. Traveling every summer. Usually 90 to 100 days on the road. I just picked this one because they answered the phone, and it's out of town, trucking north. In the morning, we're heading north. We're gonna go find the headwaters, the very beginning of the mighty Mississippi River. And how cool will that be, huh? Been on my bucket list for a while. We're gonna go scratch it off tomorrow. Journey continues. Talk soon.